fully without limit. Don't have to set any position. You don't have to set your mind in any way. From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, all the same. From cut, both cut and not cut, in a way that there is no limit. Don't have to make it body, mind. Don't let the body, mind interrupt. From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, there is no inner, outer. From cut, both cut and not cut, there is no inner or outer. It's not about grasping either inner or outer. It is something without limit. Dissolved, empty out, without a trace. No trace, dissolving, emptying. Don't be hesitant in losing your mind, your body. From cut, both cut and not cut, all the same. From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Don't hesitate about letting go of perception, senses, body, mind. If you still hesitate, you are attached to knowing body, mind. You focus on anything, you are stuck. That is the limitation. Nibbana has nothing to do with being with anything. Empty isn't anything. Emptiness isn't even the emptiness itself. The emptiness isn't anything. It isn't anything. It isn't even the emptiness itself. It's the same as not having. There is nothing in that not having. So from not grasping, both grasping and not grasping in a way that there is no limit. Don't focus on anything or be with anything, neither inner nor outer, nor outer. Don't be with either understand, not understand, knowing, not knowing. Go on. Dissolve without a trace, without limit. Empty out without limit, all at once. Don't have to have any step. If you start to have stepped, you are stuck. You have stepped because you have delusive attachment. There is limitation, there is boundary because you have a delusive attachment. If there is no delusive attachment, there is no boundary, no limit. If you don't attach, you won't have any limitation, you won't have any boundary. So from cut, both cut and not cut. Cut the cutting itself without limit. It isn't just cut or not cut. From cut, both cut and not cut. It is a cut that not holding on to the cut itself, is cut that let go of the cutting. And together, all the same, everything, great compassion, all the same. Beyond grasping and not grasping, From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Beyond cut and not cut. From cut, both cut and not cut. Beyond even the beyond itself. It is something without limit. Don't focus on anything. Don't limit yourself at anything. You are stuck with whatever you focus, you limit yourself with. It is something without limit. From not grasping, even the non-grasping itself. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Open up widely, completely. Open up completely, fully. Don't hold back. Open up in a way that you are giving out. Go on without limit. Beyond even the beyond itself. From not grasping, even the non-grasping itself. So that it is beyond even the beyond itself. And then empty out without a trace. Dissolved without a trace. Even when not having anything, dissolve that. Dissolve that not having anything. Not having, both having and not having. Not having, both having and not having. Not having, both having and not having. Go on fully, completely. Open up. Don't focus. Don't specify. Either inner or outer. Everything from not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. It won't be about focusing on either inner or outer. It will be only without limit. From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. Keep on reciting, reminding yourself with this sentence, and it will dissolve any habit of focusing, of identifying. It will dissolve automatically. From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping. From cut, both cut and not cut. It will dissolve any obstacle, any focus, identifying with knowing, seeing, thinking, any sinking, drowning in your body, mind, perception, senses. It will dissolve any obstacle that you focus, you identify. That is a great thought. From not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, together with everything. Don't leave out anything, even the space in the air. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, even toward the space in the air. Cut, both cut and not cut, all the same. Everything. Everything, and then not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, together. Everything. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, together with everything. Everything. Cut, both cut and not cut, together. Everything. Together. Enlightened, and enlightened for everything simultaneously. End and ending for everything simultaneously, together with everything. All the way, cut, both cut and not cut, all the way. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, all the way. That is the power. So fully, completely. That's the power to enlighten, to release and liberate. Cut, both cut and not cut, together with everything, fully, completely, so that the power will be complete. Power to end the ending. Not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, completely, fully, with everything. So the power to extinguish, to empty out, will be complete. If you focus on being wide, that is very narrow, it's still very narrow. It isn't about either inside or outside, it is something without limit. It's still limited, still narrow, even when you identify with the outer, the outside. Or being wide, if you focus on being wide, identify with being wide, that is narrow, that is limited. Something without limit, it means that it is beyond both narrow and wide. That's why I said not grasping, both grasping and not grasping, fully, completely. So it is beyond narrow and wide. It is something without limit. That is when it is empty out and dissolved without a trace. If you focus, identify with my or the cut, it's only limited at that. It's not beyond cut and not cut. It isn't about no limit yet. You cut, it has to be no limit. It's not about just focus on the cut or identify with the cut. It's not a true cut yet, not a true mind. The true mind has to have no limit. It's not about anything in the cut, the mind. It has no limit. That is when it can empty out and dissolve without a trace. Let it be beyond, attached, detached. It is something without limit. Don't let the desire manipulate you. Nibbana doesn't have either attached or detached. Desire create the path to practice. Originally, there isn't either attached or detached. It doesn't have either having or not having. There isn't either having or not having. Don't try to renounce, not renounced, attach, not attach. Nibbana doesn't have either renounce, not renounce. Nibbana doesn't have any attempt to try to attach or detach. You are trying to attach and not attach because you are manipulated by desire. Original truth of all things. It doesn't have either having, not having. Doesn't have renounce, not renounce. Attach or not attach. Renounce, not renounced. There isn't any of that. The original truth of all things doesn't have either having or not having. The desire created this. Renounce, not renounce. Attach, not attach. Any path to practice that is a cause of suffering, whatever path it is. So everything is from cut, both cut and not cut. From not having, both having and not having. That's the conclusion. So you won't obsess with creating Dhamma, interfering with Dhamma. Let the desire manipulate and mislead you to interfere with Dhamma. There is no meaning of the no meaning itself. Only the desire that creates meaning. It is something that has no meaning, even the no meaning itself. Don't let a desire create this concept, interfere with your thought, and having meaning to things. It's the desire that creates. It's not any God anywhere. It's just desire that creates these concepts, these thoughts. Originally, there is nothing, even the nothing itself. There is nothing, even the nothing is solved. not grasping even the non-grasping itself. Open up completely. Open in a way that it is beyond even the beyond itself.